do as much. Like, it feels like when C9 don't have that third threat in the top lane, it can be difficult for them to actually, you know, approach these mid-game fights and close out games.
Yeah, I think they had a lot of problems in the last one.
There's a lot going on, yeah.
Let's take a look here, though, because the champion pools do dwindle very quickly. I would expect still Shopify to ban out Gwen, because that, like, you just never really want to give Thanatos that. Well, they're banning the Aurora first. Both of those are both strong candidates. I wonder if there's anything besides the Gwen that they would change it for. I feel like not.
Yeah, there's not a lot left that's kind of that premier pick here. As love that poster, by the way, incredible.
What even do they get on the other side if they gave it away? I say still ban it.
It makes sense to ban it. It is gone, yeah. If something, actually, I guess the Ambessa was on the table. That's like typically the answer into it, but not going to go for it. Speaking of, though, Ambessa is up, so maybe Thanatos wants to lock that in early here. It would fit more of C9's style.
All right, let's see. Pick up the 80 carries as well to bottom lane.
There it is.
Pretty much all still, oh, insta-lock here. So the lounge is kind of memeing on it.
They were.
Because Bvoy said he didn't like it, but he's always been good with it. So they insta-lock, coaches overriding and getting the poke bottom lane very quickly here. That is going to be kind of hard to deal with.
He might not love playing the champion, but he is very good at that champion. So I'm happy to see this for Bvoy overall.
Plus, the extra mobility, you want that when you're playing versus the Ambessa.
Yeah.
They know they're giving over Thanatos Ambessa. This guy has the potential to 1v9 with the champ. So you want your extra mobility. Ooh, extra scaling here for Cloud9 as well. Sven with the Senna scaling for all the extra soul collection. Let's see.
And Trundle is locked in here for Blaber in the jungle.
So preemptively, and they're kind of like expecting like Fudge to play a tank or something like that. So preemptively grabbing Trundle so they can kind of fight front to back with their Senna.
I was getting excited for a moment because I was like, wait, you could just play Zyra into this. Trundle's worthless, but they won't really have engage at that point. So I am getting excited about the potential of the AP junglers. We'll see if Shopify Rebellion actually want to find a draft that will allow that. Instead, it's going to be the Jax as the answer for Fudge into Thanatos' Ambessa.
Yeah, they definitely need contracts on like primary engage too.
Yeah.
Even like a Sejuani. I think a Sejuani angle or something for Contractz there to get primary engage and kind of synergizes with Jax as well. So your 2-2 kind of works. I mean, usually you're like, wow, Sejuani into Trundle, that's crazy. But you know, people don't like run Aftershock or anything like that if you are going into the matchup. And having non-committal engage is really good when you have poke on your team. And I think what other angles are there for them. I mean, he can do his run-of-the-mill for AD jungles up too.
Well, C9 get an opportunity to ban some of those away, because I'm in agreement. I think something like Sejuani, even when you're staring down a Trundle, is that primary engage you're looking for. Who would they ban away? The Kiana!
Oh, man, I really was hoping we would get to see some Kiana play. Oh, the buffs were actually so good for her, but obviously Cloud9 are all over it. They know Contractz does practice. You know, he plays Phil a lot in solo queue, and is a pretty good Kiana, but also practice as soon as you know, they make Silas or Kiana changes to jungle champion. So one of them is off the table. You know, Plus is still flexible with mid lane too. So
I actually really like this Seraphine ban from Shopify Rebellion. Seraphine plus Senna is such a scary combo to get through, especially if you let that scale into the later game. You're just never going to kill this front line at that point. So wise for Shopify Rebellion to take that away. Let's see what C9's last ban is. Are they worried about engage tools for Contractz? No, instead they ban away the Twisted Fate. Interesting call there.
Just saying, it is a good volley bear angle.
Really?
It is a good volley. Whoa!
Chances of Contractz pulling out the bear. Let's see it. I don't think it's going to be the Rengar. Yeah. Sejuani makes the most sense in terms of just rounding out the composition. It's a frontliner, it's primary, and non-committal engage, as you had highlighted. So this is the expectation.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up after the first round. It's just, it works very well with poke because you get a little poke damage, you can wait to see if it hits, And then you could throw out Sejuani ulti once you already have like health leads and look for him then. Plus, it obviously pairs well with Jax in the 2v2. But what really will be the response now? With the Senna, like Tom Kench angle-ish.
Whoa, that's an Akali.
What do we want to do with the Senna, though?
I mean, we'll see what they do. I'm going to talk about the Akali first, though, because they wanted AP. This is not something that I am used to seeing currently in the meta right now, and it's blind picked as well. So Palafox has an opportunity to pick a counter into this.
Braum is a lot better team fighting than Tom Kench. Okay, so it still provides you the safety.
Yeah.
Still provides you a lot of safety here, and is a lot better team fighting for it. But yeah, let's see, because you're running double solo laners that are going to be quite strong in side lanes here if Ambessa and Akali do get strong. And it means, are we going to get the Kassadin answer, Palafox?
This would be a bold lock.
Oh,
that's also a bold one.
He loves the LeBlanc. He loves the LeBlanc, and you can chain Akali, and the Shroud will not help you. Okay. Can Palafox use his LeBlanc once again successfully? I'm trying to remember what the last one was. He used it as a very nice counter into Ziggs. I think it was APA Ziggs, right?
Yeah, I want to say, this is deserved. I want to hear what Jad has to say. He's hitting that air horn.
Okay. Senna Braum, I think, is a crime against humanity. The Ezreal Karma, I think, is so good into Trundle Senna Braum. And then, if Palafox is willing to pull up LeBlanc, I trust his judgment. The chains go through Shroud. It's not as good as LeBlanc into Ziggs, but I love it. The only thing I'm worried about would be the Ambessa against the Jax.
And
Raz. I'm also worried about Raz killing my hearing, but that's going to be it. Upset, 3-1 Shopify, apparently.
All right, Jad says it. Raz throws it.
Apparently, it is decided.
I mean, this is... what patch are we on? Akali versus LeBlanc, of all things. First off, I love Fearless. This is the type of thing that you just don't get if we're not in a Fearless drafting system. And second of all, we get to see two mid laners on very explosive picks. If either one of these champions are able to get a sizable lead, you don't want to be an AD carry on that Rift, because they will be able to just pop you. And talking about the poke as well, I mean, Ezreal poke, I consider LeBlanc kind of a poke champion. You don't have to hard commit. You can just jump in, Sigil Malice, jump away, and kind of use yourself as a poke tool too. I like Shopify Rebellion's chances here. 2-1 up in the series, looking to close it out with this draft.
See if they can do it here. Shopify are going to be able to get the early kill. Now, these wards do not give experience anymore, but you do get the extra gold. So that's nice. No more cheese of getting level 2 on first wave or anything like that for LeBlanc, though. That would actually...
That would be crazy, yeah.
That would be so good for this lane and everybody hovering around, but also means there are some weird jungle path options for them. Okay, just going to have the vision here for Raptors then anyway.
And it looks like Palafox held that level up until the last moment now. Does have the distortion early. Try and get in, clear those wards. Drops a ward down as well to spot out Blaber, where he's going to be pathing towards. He's not going to show on those Raptors immediately, but they will see him eventually. That gives Palafox and Fudge a lot of information, because now Fudge needs to be aware, okay, there is a Trundle pathing top side. Jet had already highlighted that that is kind of the one area of concern potentially for Shopify Rebellion if Fudge falls behind.
Nice electrocute there from Loki on his trade. Palafox trying to get the push. Autoing the wave, though, for himself.
There's the big damage on this Zven. Ooh, Winter's Bite misses from Vulcan, so no trade back there. So takes another Mystic shot.
But Blaber's here early, level 2 Trundle.
One camp into the gank. Does he go for it? Has the red buff available. Bvoy doesn't even have his jump yet. Has to flash very early. The pillar lands on Sejuani. Winter's Bite has to flash too. Both flashes out of the bot laners of Shopify Rebellion.
2 flashes and a big delay on your jungle clear for Trundle. I don't... Personally, I call that not worth.
Yeah? All right.
If you're...
It comes down if they get the kills after, right? Like, they have to now reinvest.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, they're trying to relieve pressure on the double poke. Like, that can just be brutal. So that's the idea there, you know? And with Braum plus Trundle, you're hoping that Blaber could have got distance for a flash chomp, and then you pillar them after their flash. But he could get distance.
No.
And Bvoy was able to flash out. He was just fine. Then Seos did end up having to use his as well, but very good for Shopify.
Ooh, Contractz is a level up and smites away the big Raptor. I believe he was able to get that. Actually, did he?
I don't.
Because Blaber hits 3.
So, I don't think so. And Blaber got it.
Oh, interesting. Well, Blaber still has his smite available here. Contractz does not, so we'll see how Contractz is able to catch back up. The chains land onto Loki, though. Into the Shroud does not help. He still takes the chunk of damage, and Fudge walks down from the top lane. Are they going to go for the dive? Flash is available on Loki. Fudge can look for the counter-strike, but he just takes 2 turret shots and walks away. Understand the vision, understand the attempt. Not going to find it, though.
It was, went back to look. It was 53 health left on the big chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Contractz barely smited early then. Close, but still nice for Blaber to get that because that stops that advantage that Contractz had. He invested the invade and doesn't actually get anything out of it.
Exactly. Okay, so teleport back for Fudge. If he cleans up all those minions on top side by the tower, should be just fine. But Thanatos going to start pulling the wave here as well. Let's see if they can get their little bounce back. Bottom side Scuttle Crab picked up for Contractz on the opposite side though. And we're kind of back into the kind of neutral, just expected, I guess, stage for the game after the craziness of going for the level 2 gank and kind of a little timing window there.
It's been a long time since I've seen a level 2 jungle gank. Feels like junglers just have accepted that it puts you so far behind. But again, because of Contractz not able to get the big chicken away from Blaber, meant that Blaber's right back into this. Is going to go towards the bottom camps here to pick up the second respawns. Contractz going to do the same on the top half of the map. And the flash is about half on cooldown here. Seos will be a little faster.
He's back. He's back, baby. Here's where it all pays off.
If you can get the kills, it means a lot. Winter's Bite lands. That's a slow exhaust on the Zven, though. They just commit in onto the Senna. Flash away with first blood to Bvoy. 1-for-1 trade.
So the minion wave, at least, though, they can keep their minion wave in a very good spot for Cloud9. But, I mean, Bvoy just goes straight in. He gets the first blood, does get the kill. Their only issue is the minion wave after. Zven using both summoner spells as well. So that's a flash advantage too.
Ooh, Fudge taking some damage here. Thanatos might chase him down. Repudiation slows him up. Fudge has to flash, and Thanatos not going to flash follow. Still only level 5, but that is summoner spell down after Fudge TP'd to lane already, so he's going to have to take a long walk back.
Contractz has the level advantage. He is just going to take Dragon this time around, not messing around with those chickens. After the failed steal away the first time around, fine. I'll just take the Dragon. Start stacking up the objectives here. And Bvoy did get at least good purchase there for the Ezreal too, Sheen and Tier.
That's a really good one.
It's very, very good kind of break point. Sometimes when you get ganked and stuff, you don't really get to choose your break point to go back, but pretty good timing for him. So he is absolutely going to have a huge combat advantage over Zven. And Zven, you have to dodge. He invested all his money in dodging. He's got boots.
It does help out.
He's just got this Boots of Swiftness, but Boots of Swiftness do help out when your opponents are 24/7 trying to land skill shots on you. And he does dodge a lot since we've been watching. Every single one since we started watching. So the boots are paying off.
The Q, yeah. I mean, all things considered. Heal to move speed up Seos, though. Winter's Bite lands. He's actually in trouble here. One more. He's stunned up. Flashes up now, but does he have to use it? He's still rooted. Winter's Bite for the kill. Vulcan with the credit.
Ooh, way too deep there. And Vulcan just turns around and says, no, you did not. Takes down Seos, the 2v2 kill. I mean, yeah, the money goes into Braum, but that is very well worth it for them. They're not supposed to get 2v2 kills down there.
And denying some of that XP from Seos as well. Bvoy's able to get a wave shoved in, though, as Vulcan teleports into the mid lane now, just to help get this wave in. Loki has taken some chunks from Palafox, but all things considered, was able to get an early back off for the first purchase and is now back onto the Rift. So no crazy action mid lane despite the counter pick from Palafox.
Yeah, and once Akali, like when you're level 6 with your alternator and access to your ultimate, like everybody who goes to visit mid lane to look for stuff too has to be a little bit careful. Like this Akali, the kill potential is definitely there at the moment. Thanatos though backing off just because Contractz is clearing out the ward here.
Ambessa's ability to do damage while backing off, though, Fudge actually took a big chunk during that, so he's got to pay a lot of respect in that 1v1 now as Bvoy's the target here. Winter's Bite lands again. Vulcan's been good at hitting those, but no full stack, and Zven's so low that he doesn't want to walk up too far. Bvoy hits level 6 here, so there's actually a potential all-in angle if they want to go for something crazy onto Zven. Shot barrage misses. Boots. Man, those boots, yeah. He just dodged 2 ultimates right there. Karmas, of course, will be up very quickly, but technically.
Yeah, true. Checks out, Kangas.
Yeah.
All right, grubs, though. What about them grubs? They're eating up on top side. I think they might fight for it.
Contractz is walking in, doesn't get the first steal. I just realized Contractz doesn't even have Smite currently. The Summoner Spellbook has Ignite equipped, and now he's kind of stuck up by the pillar as to Arctic Assault over the wall. Palafox is nearby, and Fudge on the flank. Do they want to go all in? It's Public Execution coming in from Thanatos. Big damage on the Contractz. He just is taken out of the fight! Blaber with the Trundle ultimate makes Sejuani look like a piece of paper, and C9 will get the objective and the kill.
Yeah, really nice snipe there. Thanatos, Ambessa ults in, Blaber ults, shreds the Sejuani, and they clean up all 3 grubs this time around. So Cloud9 looking very good. I don't know about that second upset.
Yeah. Well, the Lounge had a good run. Up
You're calling it over. you're wrapping it up.
It is only a 1,500 gold lead, and then they basically traded objectives because Dragon for the grubs, but this is a lead nonetheless for C9. And when I looked at the composition from Shopify Rebellion, I had a little more expectation for how far ahead they'd be able to get in, specifically the bot lane with the poke they have to always shove Zven and Vulcan into that turret.
Yeah. The Trundle ganks constantly down around there, but really it was like the overstep from Seos after Zven already had boots and moving up there. Vulcan has been hitting quite a lot of Qs on this Braum.
It's poking more than the Karma. It's not supposed to happen. Oh, that one hits. All right, landed on the Zven. Vulcan didn't quite get the shield in front of the Senna. Throws up the thumbs up. Yeah, he's like, all right, well done. You got that one.
He blocked it for himself, though, you know. Yeah. Zven, he can heal himself up as he takes some more poke damage.
Yeah, there's another Seos ultimate.
There's their turret plate that they're supposed to get, though.
A little late than expected. Flash forward from Vulcan with Winter's Bite onto Seos. They are full committing because Blaber's nearby, but so is Contractz. But they are just locking Seos into place. Blaber now on a killing spree with the Trinity Force already completed, and C9 get another kill.
Vulcan Braum is looking pretty good, Kangas. Constantly going in for these kill angles, and Zven can easily follow up since he has all his move speed on the Senna with the rush for boots. So Blaber's constant revisiting on the bottom side of the map does look good. He does want more. He just want to chunk out Contractz a little bit before this Dragon 2. Now, Seos is back and alive, so they actually could still go respond.
Contractz still doesn't have this. Okay, now it is. He just changed from Ghost to Smite, so he looks to get in. Ult absorbed by Vulcan. Really well played again by the support of C9. Bvoy's going to have to jump back over the wall. C9 get their objective, and they get out.
Palafox is actually swapping lanes right now with Fudge, so they're actually rotating the LeBlanc up to top side to see what he can do about Thanatos, but Thanatos has full Eclipse. So, I mean, maybe that's the reason Fudge just says, I'm out of here. Because Thanatos on Eclipse with his ultimate back off of cooldown. Definitely very dangerous all-in from him. Meanwhile, Fudge has swapped down to the bottom side.
Okay, Seos is trying to get in range for the tether. Does land it, but they just don't have damage to follow up. So Zven's fine. He gets out. But yeah, Fudge has fallen very far behind Thanatos. That's a 20 CS lead, plus the early cheap item for Thanatos. Means that Palafox is going to have to try and hold the line there, as it's Ezreal in the mid lane here.
Well, at least this one I'll get up to... Wait, we got a wraparound from Vulcan. Nobody else is there, but yeah. Vulcan is ready.
The Braum flank, scariest in the game, decides to not fully go for it because, again, no damage was nearby to actually capitalize, but we'll get some deep vision down here as the objectives on the top half of the map. It looks like they're just playing towards Thanatos and the strength of the Ambessa.
I mean, Blaber on his Trinity Force is very scary Trundle, so
that too.
He's looking to either back up Vulcan, maybe look towards mid lane. Either way, Cloud9 are coming in.
Ooh, the 2-spike tags Contractz right there. So Blaber says, all right, I will run in, and thank you very much for the red buff. Contractz cannot even take his own jungle camp. C9 are just suffocating them on the Rift.
Meanwhile, bottom side.
Ooh, Counter-Strike misses. That's a teleport coming in, though. Fudge might just go down. Can Loki find the solo kill first? Dawning Shadow, flash from Fudge to avoid it. Zven tried to help out Loki, but still, that's the summoner spell down for the Jax.
Yeah, that is no flash. That is pretty good for Cloud9. I actually really like this investment towards top side. They're going to get top tower as well. You've got Grub, so they will just annihilate this tower. That thing will disappear very quickly. Bottom side, how much are they giving up to the LeBlanc? She's definitely not going to be able to kill the whole tower.
That's not as much.
But a tiny bit of tower plate money gets 1 plate worth of gold.
Like from Thanatos. Ooh, back to stop. Thanatos letting the minion wave completely die to the turret before hitting it, though. Patient play, and Fudge still has not completed an item after losing the flash on the bottom side. So it's not like this top lane matchup has gotten much better, but he's had to reassign himself up there as Palafox gets another wave in bot side. Loki will now arrive to clean up this wave.
Honestly, Shopify here, they're reaching pretty deep into the jungle.
Yeah, it's always hard to stick on the Sej.
Blaber does secure his own Krug there. He was able to get his smite off, so Shopify reaching around towards mid lane here. Contractz.
This is the one angle that they have right now. Flashes are available, but not quite for Vulcan. But ooh, what an ultimate. Hits onto Bvoy and onto Contractz. They just cannot make the damage stick after the engage.
Well, no Sejuani. Honestly, I think Cloud9 are going to control the next several minutes of the game fairly easily. Thanatos easily can just push in on top side. He has full control. There's no tower there, so he can get the early recall. You push the wave first, then he can go roam with his ultimate as well. It's a minute 30 on the dragon. Next one that's going to come up. Fully expect Cloud9 to be there early ahead of time. And they seem to have just such a strong hold on this game. You've even got your Proto Belt and your single Dark Seal stack here for Loki. He's about to tick over to level 11, which is why we bring it up, because level 2 Akali ultimate is very powerful at getting these kills. So pretty much all things here stacking up for Cloud9 do look good.
And despite the fact that it's Braum into the double poke lane, Vulcan has played this incredibly well. Like, anytime Shopify Rebellion try to do anything where Vulcan is, he just immediately shuts it down.
Yeah, he's been very good. Blaber visiting, paying him a lot of attention too. You know, that's what you want to do when you've got the extra CC over towards that area. So Blaber keeps going on Trundle. 3 kills on that Trundle too means you really have to respect wherever Blaber does go. So that's why we feel like Cloud9 here have all the security, since I guess the big breakpoint too, getting your static shiv for Zven is very nice because you can actually handle the minion waves. Yep. And your farming becomes a lot easier.
You won't be playing turret defense for the entire game once you pick this one up. You're like, okay, I can actually walk out a little bit. Won't be staring at the backside of your turrets. Also, I gotta say now, with 3,000 gold lead for C9, they've just been mounting this up with that turret take topside, with the plate safe picked up, and just CSing incredibly well, specifically Thanatos mounting a big lead over Fudge here. Dropping the Herald mid. See if Shopify Rebellion try and stop it. It's just dancing around.
Look at those jukes, the shuffle.
Now, do they get into it, and do they hit the turret? These are the questions that we have to start asking, as now Exhaust in on the Blaber, but again, Vulcan just absorbs the engage. They can't get past the Braum, but maybe Palafox can. Instant Exhaust onto him. No LeBlanc damage, but no Herald charge either. Shopify Rebellion do hold it.
The baby turtles, Kangas.
Yeah.
The baby turtles, they did not make it again.
Oh, no. It's twice now. We've had a couple of tragic Herald incidents this series.
These Heralds are not making it to the towers.
No. We did see Thanatos make it to a tower, though, on the top side. Already half damage on that one. So while everyone was looking mid, even Fudge was down there, Thanatos still laser focused on playing to the side lane. Mystic shot onto Zven, that's 2.
Oh.
So he's actually taking some damage here. They have the Glacial Prison from Contractz. Maybe they could find something, but as Dragon spawns, it looks like C9 are immediately on it. How do Shopify Rebellion want to approach? It's got to be Contractz. He's the only primary engage that they have. And instead, it's actually him that just gets rooted up. Now focusing down, Glacial Fissure lands onto all members. Contractz just doesn't have the damage behind him and does fall. C9 just melt through the health bar of the Sejuani and an easy front to back, and they will get their second dragon. Ooh, okay. Loki, does he find it? That's flash out of Palafox, and Blaber's coming around too. He takes the blast gun over. Palafox in a lot of trouble. Just goes for the chop, slows him down. Pillar to wait for after the distortion. That's another kill to C9.
Yeah, it's still pretty early. Fudge is teleporting in for the counter.
Okay, Loki had the flash available still though. Now Fudge following up over the wall. One more auto. It's a shutdown to Bvoy. The Mystic Shot lands.
They're also going to lose another tower though. So like they got a tiny bit of table scraps after all of the Cloud9 plays. So Shopify, they did get their one shutdown here into Bvoy's hands, into this Ezreal, but the entire map is in control of Cloud9. Let's see, can they... Okay, Thanatos is actually recalling here though, so they get a moment to breathe for Contractz.
And he's not able to even get to the Krugs. Those were already taken. Man, Blaber's 5-0-0 right now. He's
about
looking
to be
Fudge.
6.
Yeah, Fudge just takes the turret, says, all right, I'll accept my fate. Teleport comes in for Thanatos as well. Do they give the kill to Blaber or do they give it to Thanatos?
I mean, they give it to Thanatos.
Yeah, that would be nice for him. Fudge will try and take up some of this wave, but Thanatos does get the kill credit.
2-item Thanatos, Ambessa. Blaber hasn't spent his money either. Blaber has...
Really? Oh, no.
Oh, actually, I thought he was going to have a lot. Oh, he finishes the full thing. So, yeah, now he's spending his money. You get your full Spirit Visage for all of your healing, plus the Senna healing that is going to be over the top.
Good point.
And the shield as well. Plus he has some extra armor here. So Blaber is truly the king of trolls in this game.
And how crazy when you look at the start of it. I mean, the level 2 gank. That's how this game started, Kobe.
Yeah. It's all about that Raptor.
Yeah.
He was able to get the 50 health Raptor stabilized.
Saved it all. And then the repeat gank bot side to pick up a kill as now Contractz hit with the pillar. Arctic Assault is a long cooldown, but he has Seos to help speed him up, so does not have to burn the flash and does make it to safety.
I mean, Otacon is coming up, and Cloud9 definitely has such an advantage here that all you have to do, push in that mid wave, rotate down to Otacon, instantly start it up. If anybody comes over to your side of the map, you just run them down and kill them.
It's so hard to approach the Trundle right now. He's just soloing the Otacon. I don't even think he needs help. Like, everybody else from C9 could just back off. It goes faster if they help, though, so they will get onto it.
On the way. We're going to get our fight.
All right, the Great Equalizer. Does it equalize the 4,500 gold lead right now? Shopify are approaching. The pillars used early. As it looks like there's a one going happening on the top side. Loki's going for it. Vulcan's low. Blaber's low as well. Shopify Rebellion so far doing all right. Palafox is able to teleport in, but so does Loki. C9 have their front to back. It's about the Otacon. Can they secure it? Blaber's there. Contract's not quite close enough. Dawning Shadow into a couple members. Contract's is walking up, but he just doesn't have enough damage on the objective. He will fall. Otacon secured. They get one in response, so Zven will die. But a double kill to Blaber, and Loki cleaning one up too. C9 crush the fight and get the objective. Chasing down Bvoy. The AD carry trying to run away. Palafox looks for one more. He does get it, but Bvoy falls. That is a 4-for-1 for C9.
I've got a feeling we're going to a game 5.
Yeah.
Two kills picked up for Shopify, but they lost the Otacon. They lost 4 other Palafox wants to make it 3 kills.
Well, that's a scary Trundle. A lot of magic resist, and now he's spotted and realizes, wait a minute. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe this was unwise. The blast code does get him to safety, but I believe that's him in the river, yeah. Blaber just continues chasing him down, distortion away, but he's going back towards the other members of C9, and one more chop. Blaber gets it, 8-0-3.
Legendary Trundle here from Blaber. Okay, well, Dragon's going to come up, but as soon as they go back and spend money, Cloud9 will return. Here's another look at why Palafox teleported in so low. So his clone got popped right before, so he got chunked out really low and then had no passive for the actual fight.
And you can see how the front to back went as well. Like, it was a nice start there. Engage onto Vulcan. He gets low. Damage onto Blaber, but they just don't have enough. Like, Bvoy can't get enough damage done.
And this was kind of the last hope for Shopify. They could feel this game is like totally out of their control. And so Contractz are like, you know what? It's getting low. I'm going to go for the Smite Steal. But Cloud9, once again, they just stop damage on the Otacon. So it doesn't get within Smite range. They just all turn off Otacon onto Contractz. And from that point, there is no hope for Shopify. They just scrape together an extra little kill afterwards. One extra kill.
Yep. You can see the C9 coaching staff reaction right there, and it's just so hard for Shopify's composition to truly front to back with this gold deficit. Oh, Palafox. Big damage away from Thanatos. Trades some back, though, as Thanatos does not have ultimate to look to continue that one. But again, Vulcan just absorbed so much damage. Blaber is so far ahead. 3 items completed on this Trundle. When you have the Senna behind you healing you up, it's just going to be nigh impossible for Bvoy to actually kill anybody, despite the fact that he is landing the mystic shots. He is getting some damage down. It's just simply not enough.
Yeah. Blaber got the dead man, so he can run at you better.
Ooh, I like that.
Run at you and beat you down. Let's see. Nowhere in your jungle is safe. That belongs to Blaber.
Let's see if Palafox
What's up, buddy?
is in trouble. Jumps over. It's one shop. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a Q ability right there. Just a singular one. It's going to be very, very difficult for Shopify to do anything from this position, but C9 are trying to reverse course. With the way the series was going, they win that first game in dominating fashion. Game 2, they're ahead. A lot of gold in the early game, having a really stellar performance, but then throwing at the Otacon gave the momentum in the series back to Shopify. C9 looking to rectify that here, as they have 3 dragons completed, 7,000 gold lead. And as well, a lot of scaling in the composition when you look at how much the Senna can just get into the late game. Already 61 stacks here at 24 minutes. They take down a tier 2 turret. They're looking at another tier 2 turret topside as Blaber wraps around. Trying to get a flank on a Palafox. The rest of the Shopify Rebellion are here. That's a teleport in from Thanatos. Do C9 go for the engage? They're just happy with the turret. They're going to back off.
I mean, yeah, Baron's coming up in 25 seconds, so everybody go spend your money. Then we will return and we will determine the game. Baron will be available. Cloud9, they actually have very good turn off of Baron because Thanatos Ambessa ultimate has a very long range, and so this Akali can kind of like sneak around, threaten the flank, and they can actually turn around, look for picks as well. Of course, since it's so hard for Shopify to actually contest and walk up, maybe they can don't even get into range and you can just burn it down and take the Baron that way and just siege and end the game. So we'll see which path we actually take here. Shopify looking for a gank.
Could be the miracle engage they need. They find Zven. Flash is available, but he just doesn't even need to use it. The Braum in front of him. Glacial Fissure buys so much space for Zven to play with, and that's a full health Senna now. Palafox trying to get in at the very tail end of it, but he's stunned up. Blaber goes legendary with the kill. Fudge is on to Zven. Fudge gets him, but the rest of Shopify Rebellion are crumbling around him. It's just the Jax that walks away triumphant. A double kill to Blaber. Loki takes out Bvoy, and they even chase down Seos. 4 fall for Shopify.
Yep. All right, the Baron is theirs. That one is guaranteed. And Shopify, at that point, their last-ditch effort, they know, like, even if they try and approach Baron, we talked about, it's going to be really hard for them. So they go for the unexpected play, try and get into an angle inside a brush, make a surprise attempt at the Senna, at Zven, and they cannot finish the play here. As you said many times, Vulcan here is peeling so well for Zven, creates so much time that Blaber and Loki are able to get there. You even see Thanatos walking all the way down from the top side of the map on your mini-map.
And as we come back to live, there's nothing Fudge can do. He was able to get on to Zven. They killed the one. They got Senna down. But there's just so many other threats. When Loki, despite getting counterpicked, did not have a weak laning phase, was able to actually just go dead even and then show up huge in these later fights. Thanatos with a massive lead that he got solo over Fudge. A full item and a half ahead of the Jax right now, and that's 11,500 gold for C9.
Okay.
A roar back into the series.
If Thanatos' lead is massive, what is Blaber's? What's the word there?
Oh, ginormigantus. I don't like that one, actually, no. No?
And we'll add Giga on.
Giga, okay.
You got to keep adding more things.
Yeah.
Giga. You got to add like five things together.
Big. Right at the end there.
Really eloquent. I like it. Loki, though.
Okay, he's in a 1v3 right now, and he might even kill Bvoy. Perfect execution, not going to land. Bvoy is able to dodge away, but a flash forward from Loki. He gets him!
He's good for one, and the rest of the team is good for a Nexus.
Loki's able to take him down, as C9 were already on the Nexus turrets.
Contractz won't be enough, but maybe Fudge and Sales can slow things down. They're looking at Vulcan, he flashes away. Now Blaber frontlining, 10-0-4 on the troll. You just can't get through Blaber. C9 look to equalize the series, get revenge from game 3, and close this one out cleanly. It's about to be Silver Scrapes. Cue it up, 2-2 as C9 take game 4.